Hello and welcome to Herald TV News Bulletin with me, Orina. The Tourism Minister, Rohan Kaunte, has asserted that Sunburn will not be permitted to be held on 31st of December. He also said that the EDM Fest will not be allowed to play music after 12 p.m. The organizers, though, who had already advertised having the fest even on December 31st, have said that they will refund the money to the people who have paid up for the last day as well. As the necessary permissions are still pending, the organizer is still hopeful to get a permission to play music beyond 10 p.m. Watch this report.
Though Sunburn organizers sold tickets for 31st December, they say they will refund the money. However, they are attempting to get permissions to play music till 12 a.m. instead of the old 10 p.m. limit. Surprised all.
So is confirmed, of course we can say. So we've got the in-principle approval for Sunburn 2023. It will be 28, 29, 30 December. Right now the permission is 10 o'clock, but if the government relaxes the deadline and makes it to 12 o'clock, then we probably get extension to 12 o'clock. So it's good news. Party starts now. Thank you.
So what about 31st?
I just told you 28, 29, 30th. But I said
tickets are already
28, 29, 30th.
Tickets were sold on 31st online.
आपने खरीदा?
नहीं,
आपने खरीदा तो आपको रिफंड मिल जाएगा।
जिसने भी खरीदा उसको रिफंड मिल गई।
अरे भाई, आपने कोई चीज बुकिंग किया और वो चीज नहीं मिला तो पैसा तो वापस मिलेगा ना। अंडरस्टूड है।
सर व्हाट अबाउट द टाइमिंग?
कंसीडर नहीं किया बिफोर टिकट ये करने से पहले सर।
सॉरी,
गवर्नमेंट को
Tourism Minister Rohan Kaunte, however, said music will be from 4 to 10 p.m. and no permission for show on 31st.
सनबर्न आपल्या म्युझिकाचेर सरकाराक हालोवंक शकना हांवें तेन्ना सांगिल्लें आनी आतांय तेच सांगता. सनबर्न तारख्यो दितलो आनी त्या तारखेचेर आमी हालतले अशें तुमकां खूब जाणांक दिशिल्लें आनी ताज्या खातीर एम्पावर्ड कमिटी आज आमी जेन्ना डिस्कशन जाल्या अलॉंग विथ द चीफ मिनिस्टर डिस्कस करून आतां आय वूड लायक टू टेल की बाबा 28, 29, 30 3 दिसांक सनबर्न जातलो. They had applied for a time till midnight from 4 p.m. to 12 a.m. We have given them permission from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. within that particular time limit. Taka samaj dista ki he can manage to get permission beyond 10. Then tourism department for the event has restricted the timing up to 10 p.m. which this permission will be given to Sunburn.
Bureau Report, Herald TV.
Zuari Indian Oil Tanking Limited, ZIOTL, has reported a leakage in its main pipeline at Vade Junction, attributed to corrosion. CEO Shri Prasad Naik revealed that the company has promptly shared the details with the state administration and is preparing to approach the South Goa Collector's Office for necessary formalities.
The leakage had raised significant environmental apprehensions, especially regarding potential water contamination. Residents in the vicinity had expressed concerns about the impact on groundwater quality and the surrounding ecosystem. Zuari Indian Oil Tanking Limited (ZIOTL) has reported a leakage in its main pipeline at Vade Junction, attributed to corrosion.
27 नोव्हेंबराच्यान ते इश्यू जाल्लो की बायन ते पेट्रोल डिझल येता म्हणून व्हडलो इश्यू जालो. लोकूय भिल्ले आसले. रावंड द क्लॉक आमची ड्युटी क्रू आसली थंय, गाडी आसली आनी आमी रावंड मारीत आसले. इमिजिएटली आमी जुवारी ऑयल टँकींग रिकमेंडेशन केलें की जो पर्यंत लायन फायंड आवट करिना खंय लिकेज आहा तुमी पंपींग कंटिन्यू करा, लोकांक भंय दिसता थंय म्हणून. मागीर तेंच्यांनी फूल लायन तेंच्यांनी उसयली. आयज फायनली खुशी दिसता की ती खंय लिकेज आहा ती सांपडली आनी तेंचें काम चालू आसा. लोकांक भिवपाची गरज ना आनी तेंच्यांनी खूब एफर्ट घातलेलो आसा लायन सगळें डिगींग करून फायंड आवट करपाक. कुत्रोय येयलो थंयच्यान, सगळें जालें. पण आतां म्हाका दिसता तेंच्यांनी ते कामांक हात घातलेले ते सक्सेस जाले. लोकांकूय सांगूंक सोदता पॅनीक जावपाचें ना, सगळें फायंड आवट जालें.
खूब दीस जालो हो इश्यूचेर आमी काम करताले आनी कंटिन्युअस आमी एक्सकवेशन करून ट्राय करताले. त्या भायर आमी बाकीच्या एजन्सीची मदत घेतिल्ली. एलायड एजन्सी आयिल्ली दिल्लीच्यान, मागीर आमी PWDची मदत घेतिल्ली. सो तांची टीम आशिल्ली हांगा आमच्या बरोबर सर्वे करपाक. आमी डॉग स्क्वॉड हाडिल्लो. सो तांणीय आमकां कितें इंडिकेशन दिल्लें जे सगळे एजन्सीन जे इंडिकेशन दिल्लें तांचेर आमी कंटिन्युअस काम करताले आनी त्यो एरियाज आमी एक्सकावेट करून पळयताले. आज फायनली आमी जवळ जवळ MES जंक्शन टू विशाल मेगामार्ट पर्यंत एक्सकावेशन केल्लें आनी मदीं जे स्पॉट्स आशिल्ले थंय आमी मातशे डिटेल्ड सकयल पर्यंत करताले. सो तेन्ना ह्या स्पॉटाचेर आमकां सकाळी मातसो दुबाव आयलो आनी आमी मागीर ते इमिडिएट डीप एक्सकवेशन सुरू केलें आनी तातूंत आमकां पायपलायनीन पिनहोल मेळ्ळे आनी ते पिनहोल आमी आतां ताजेर फुडली एक्शन जे रिपेर करपाक जाय ते आमी करतले.
Kiran Borkar for Herald TV.
In a noteworthy turn of events, citizens of Kolwa and Benauli have raised their voices against the recent notification proposing pay parking at Kolwa beach. The notification suggests charging fees for parking two-wheelers, four-wheelers, cars and motorcycles, which has sparked opposition from the locals.
There's a big backlash against pay parking notification at the Kolwa beach. Expressing their concern, the residents and business owners emphasize the potential adverse effect of implementing pay parking, particularly on local enterprises such as shack owners and the water sport operators. The decision has also been criticized by causing inconvenience to both the tourists and the locals who frequently visit the renowned Kolwa beach. Locals also expressed their concern about the impact on their business and their livelihood of the shack owners. He pointed out that tourism and tourists might prefer exploring alternate beaches due to the added expenses.
आमचे ब्युटिफिकेशन द कोलवा आमकां कोलवा आहा तिका डेमोरेशन ना भायले लोकां पयल्या पंचायत आहा हिंगा टुरिजम आहा पंचायत म्हणटा हिंगा कोलवा पंचायती पण म्हणटा टुरिजमा पडटा जर टुरिजम म्हणटा पंचायती पडटा सांग पंचायत आसून फायदो कितें गोंय आमगे कोलवा पंचायत आसून टुरिजमा फायदो पंचायती फायदो हे आतां कोता सगळें आतां पार्किंग कोता पंचायती कोणा फायदो नासता टुरिजम चालू कोता आतां हिंग जायती आहा शेक बी आहाय सगळे आहाय कोण कितें कोण आहाय आपल्या पंचायतीचे घे नाय पंचायत सारकी ना पंचायत सारकी आलो तेशको कांय जावपा ना हे पंचायती लागून सगळें पेडी जालो पंचायत तर बरी आहली न्हू सारकें आसता आहलें आतां तेन्ना टुरिजम दिसा सगळे डिपार्टमेंट बरें आसता आहले हिंग कोणाक फायदो ना आपले सगळे चोयताय येताय भायले दादागिरी येताय पंचायती सांगल्या ना पुलीस देखून हें घेयना झगटाय काल पयर केसां वताय पुलीस देखून वख बरो रावताय भायले सपोर्ट गोंयकार तोंड जाल्यार आमी साम कितें करपाक गोंयकारांनी हे वयल्यान तेंगे आयकून आमी रावपाचें.
लोकलांक त्रास करनासतना खंय तरी कुशीन करचें एक जागो आनी जो ट्युरिस्ट व्हडली गाडयो बिडयो येतात जर गव्हर्मेंटाक रेवन्यू कितें जाय जाल्यार तशी प्लेस करून पार्किंग थंय करपाचें अशें दिसता कित्याक आमचे लोकल रात दीस हांगा बिचाचेर येवपाचें भोंवपाचें तो सकाळी आयलो सांजचो आयलो दनपार आयलो म्हणजे ताणें सदांच हांगा पार्किंग करचें पडलें एक स्कूटर सुद्दां फॅमिली आयली बिचार बसपाक सांजचे वेळार वाऱ्याक म्हूण येतले ताणें पे पार्किंग दवरचें पडलें पार्किंगाक पयशे फारीक करचे तितून उरली कितें फायदो लोकांक हॅपिनस काबार आनी ना अशें करता गव्हर्मेंटान हाजेर बरो विचार करचो आनी हांव रिक्वेस्ट करता टुरिजम डिपार्टमेंटाक टुरिजम मिनिस्टराकूय हाजेर बरी स्टडी करून अदरवायज ही कॅन कम टू अस हांगा येवचें आमचे मदीं एकदां आयलो तो तसोच ताणें येवचें टुरिजम डिपार्टमेंटान आनी सगळ्यांचे ग्रिव्हन्सीस आयकून घेवच्यो आनी देन ओनली ही कॅन टेक द स्टेप अशें म्हाका दिसता.
Benauli MLA Vency Vegas highlighted and emphasizing the importance of the tourism department listening to the concerns raised by locals and the Goans. Vegas urged a thorough evaluation of the impact on residents and the business before deciding whether to enforce pay parking or to have the policy.
पंचायती लागता तशें करून सगळ्यांक कोणाक गेली जाल्यार कोणाक गेली प्रॉपर्टीच न्ही रस्तो PWD गेलो मागीर PWD देशाला गेट घालपा जाता रस्त्याक ना न्हू बिचार गेट घालपा जाता तुज्यान ना सो येस लोकल्स आर पार्ट ऑफ इट न्हू गव्हर्मेंटा टुरिजम कोण निवडून हाडलो लोकांनी निवडून हाडलो सो पिपल्स वर्डिक हॅज टू बी टेकन आनी इफ पीपल डोंट वॉन्ट आय थिंक वी शूड अवॉइड पुटिंग सच चार्जीस एज इट इज आवर बिजनेसीस आर गोईंग लो लोकांक टॅक्स करून फायदो ना.
A story by Mohit for Herald TV.
Owners and residents of heritage precincts have requested for stricter implementation of the rules to control nuisance due to selfies and photography epidemic as well as the over-tourism. Custodians of the houses and small eateries in the São Tomé and San Sebastian areas in Panjim have said that it is time to take to newer digital space to publicize rules and regulations. Here is the story.
We have had a discussion on the Heritage Home Policy 2023, Heritage Home Policy draft after homestay and after caravan policy. आम्ही तुम्हाला सांगितले हेरिटेज होम्स पॉलिसी 2023 येतली म्हणून आज एनपॉट कमिटीन ती अप्रूव्ह करून गव्हर्नमेंटाक आता अप्रुवलाक वतली आणि जाता इतले बेगीन हेरिटेज होम्स पॉलिसी 2023 आयली जाल्यार जे आमची ओल्ड घरां आसात पयलींची तांकां एक सेंक्टिटी मेळटली टू रन बिझनेसीस. At the same time, we will be able to promote our Goan culture through this type of tradition, through this type of homes.
The residents of heritage precincts, however, say that police presence and fines for the violators is the solution to make sure that discipline is maintained in the heritage precincts of Panjim area.
So they have to somehow make this act and have a tourism security force. After all, where is the state's money majorly coming from? It's coming from the tourism industry, right? So instead of spending, we don't need, my personal view, it might not be every member's view, we don't need people to go on jaunts now, have this foreign marketing where there is no result, there's zero. Rather, you concentrate on infrastructure here.
When we were putting the boards, it came from somebody. They might not even read the boards. They will or might read and ignore it or disrespect it. The only way to teach is to find them. That I'm in agreement. That I'm in total agreement. Now, we should not be worried about tourists. We should be worried about the photographers, professional photographers, which is the biggest nuisance here. They come with gangs of photographers. They are with gangs of people. And this, at whose cost are you making money? You have no right to make money at other people's cost. You create a studio for that. Not even the government should create. They should spend the money and create a studio. Correct?
Right.
This is what this suggestion is to them. We run everything to the government. Now the government should think, how do I fine for those who do not respect the rule? There has to be a respect for the rule of the place. That's all.
Bureau Report, Herald TV.
Expressing concern over the number of accidents taking place in the state, Health Minister Viswajit Rani on Monday said that Goa has become the accident capital of the country. In this edition of Street Voices, Team Herald spoke to several members of society to learn their opinions on what should be done to get rid of this title that Goa has earned of being the accident capital of India.
First of all, आता जाता accident, रस्ते, potholes, uneven road, manholes, कुंचे यहाँ बैठे, all your cause. Second, Goa being a tourist state, your alcohol availability पे alcohol, unofficial drugs, HR control ना, यहाँ झाले म्हणून tourist येता, जाय बैठे कोता, day by day you see the things, तेंगा फुंच्या पुलिसीन धरून हाडटा, ओ तुमी कशें खराब करतले, जावपा कारण, हितून मोत्ता कोण, innocent लोक. रस्त्याचे तेंगा दे आर नॉट रिलेवेंट टू हे पळयता तेंगा मारतात. चॅकींग आहा कितें हेल्मेट आनी सीट बेल्ट हेचेर दीस इज अ रेव्हेन्यू जनरेटींग. हो रेव्हेन्यू जनरेट करून तुमी हें करतात पूण मनशांचो काय हें करतात एक्सिडेंट तुमी कशें कंट्रोल करतले. जायते फॅक्टर आहा तेका. फॅक्टर म्हटल्यार पयले सद्या ह्यो गोंयांक पयलो गोवा बिंग अ ट्युरिस्ट स्टेट आनी इतलें अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ दीस बोथ दीस थिंग नार्कोटिक्स आनी हें म्हणटा पळय तें हेचेर गोंयान म्हणटा तो स्ट्रिक्ट एक अमेंडमेंट जाय. दुसऱ्या स्टेटीन न्हू पूण गोंयान हो अमेंडमेंट जावोच ट्रॅफिक अमेंडमेंट करूंक जाय आनी तेचेर स्टेक होल्डर्स आहा गोंयचे आनी बरे कोण जाणार आहा तेंचे योग से घेवंक जाय आनी त्या प्रमाणे योग रेक्टिफिकेशन करपाचें. अनलेस एंड अंटील हे रेक्टिफिकेशन करना अमेंडमेंट करना गोंयान मोरोच जातले, प्रॉपर्टी लॉस जातली, ह्युमन लायफूय लॉस जातली.
आयज एक असो प्रश्न येता गोंयान इतके जे एक्सिडेंट जाता तेजेर आनी ऑन टॉप आमचो जो गोंयचो जो हेल्थ मिनिस्टर आसा तेजो ट्वीट हे जर दोन्ही आमी पळयत तर खऱ्यांनीच खंय तरी आमकां दिसता गोवा इज बिकम अ एक्सिडेंट झोन. म्हणजे इन शॉर्ट जे आयज रेंट कार किंवा रेंट बायक बेधडक घेवन जे रस्त्यार भोंवतात तांकां कसलोच भंय आसना. ते बिनदास कोणाकूय ठोकतात, कोणूय सोरो पियेता, कोणाच्या घरान घुसता गाडी घेवन, जीव काडटा गोंयकारांचो आनी आमचो सरकार हेजेर कसलेंच लक्ष घालिना. आयज हांव मागतां की हे जे कितें एक्सिडेंट बी जाता पळय हेजेर जर आमी बारीक नोट करीत तर 90% एक्सिडेंट बिकॉज ऑफ रेंट कार आनी रेंट बायक हेज्या खातीर जाता. परत एकदा म्हजो डिमांड आसतलो गव्हर्मेंटा कडेन हे जे रेंट कार आनी बायक आसा इमिजिएटली हेंची परमिटां कॅन्सल करची आनी हे जे अंधाधुंद टुरिस्ट म्हणून जे गोंयान येवन ज्यो गाडयो चलयतात हांकां एक लेसन असो दिवचो की यांचे आयुष्यभर हांकां हेजो शिक्षण गावची आनी गोंयकारांचो जीव सरकारान लोकांक जगार घालचो न्हू खूब सवाय म्हणून असो तांचो जीव वयता हें बंद जावचें इमिजिएटली.
हांवें जायते आयकिलां विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू गोवाज इमेज. जायते जाण दे एलेज that Goa is the rape capital in the making. Goa is in the making of a murder capital, alcohol capital, rape parties capital, corruption capital. A new feather in the cap. Goa is going to be like the capital for accidents and deaths on the road. But what can we do about it? The long-term solution is sensitize the police, sensitize the people when they get their licenses, not only in Goa. It has to happen all over India. So Goa accidents that are there, they are not only by Goans, or it is not only the fault of the Goans. There are many outsiders who come and do rash driving, and sometimes Goans are the victims of all this. So this sensitization has to be a long-term goal. Maybe it could take 5-10 years, but it has to start from the center. Sensitizing every person who gets the license. And these licenses must not be given in a very easy manner.
The Sub-Divisional Magistrate of Murmagaon SDM recorded the statement of new Vade vapor cloud explosion accused Naval Officer Anurag Rajawat on Monday. Here's more.
The statement recordings went for about 2 hours, in which Anurag was subjected to question arising from the complaint of Shubham Singh Chauhan, brother and son of the deceased Shivani Rajwat and Jaidevi Singh Chauhan. The SDM is investigating the aspect of the death before 7 years of Shivani's marriage and allegations of dowry harassment resulting in the death. The SDM will also record statement of neighbors and firefighters who were first to reach at the site after explosion. The final rites of the mortal remains of Shivani Rajwat were conducted Friday last week. It may be recalled that brother of the deceased Shivani Rajwat has filed a police complaint as well as a complaint before the Sub-Divisional Magistrate of Murmagaon accusing murder of his sister and mother in the new Vade vapor cloud explosion incident. He has named Anurag Rajwat, husband of Shivani, for allegedly planning the murder, and he also alleged dowry harassment against the mother-in-law of his sister. While speaking to the media, Shubham Singh Chauhan has said that he does not trust the police on the investigation. The matter in which the police handled the case since the beginning is very disheartening, he said, adding that the central agency should investigate this matter. Pratik Parab for Herald TV.
The Anjuna Kumnadat has issued a notice to the organizers of India Bike Week IBW demanding a payment of ₹20 lakh as charges for utilizing additional land for the event without obtaining prior permission. The Kumnadat has warned of necessary action if the specified amount is not paid within 3 weeks.
The dispute arose when it came to notice of Anjuna Kumnadat that the organizers of India Bike Week had allegedly encroached upon extra land belonging to the Kumnadat without obtaining proper authorization. The Gaonkars, local villagers, promptly raised the issue with the Kumnadat committee, urging appropriate action against the event managers. Following the complaint, the Kumnadat committee conducted an inspection of the disputed land and subsequently issued a letter to the event organizers. In the communication, the organizers were instructed to either vacate the unauthorized land or re-implement the additional charges for the use. The response to the situation, the Gaonkars of Anjuna, the Kumnadat, convened a general body meeting to address the matter comprehensively. During the meeting, a proposal was put forth and subsequently passed, mandating the event organizers to pay a sum of 20 lakhs as charge of utilizing the extra land without securing prior permission. The notice issued by Anjuna Kumnadat serves as a formal communication to IBW organizers, emphasizing the seriousness of the matter and community's expectation for the compliances. The specified amount of 20 lakh is deemed necessary to compensate for further authorized use of the land and is intended to deter such incident in the future. Clinton D'Souza for Herald TV.
In a tragic incident that unfolded on Tuesday morning at the Old Bridge in Siridao, 22-year-old Sanjana Sawant lost her life in a devastating head-on collision involving her two-wheeler and a motorcycle. The collision also resulted in serious injuries to her sister Akshata Sawant and the motorcycle driver Omkar Aroskar, both of whom are currently receiving medical treatment.
On Tuesday morning, an old bridge in Shirida, 22-year-old Sanjana Sawant lost her life in a head-on collision involving herself and a two-wheeler and a motorcycle. The collision resulted in serious injuries to her sister Akshata Sawant and the motorcycle driver Omkar Aroskar, both of whom are currently receiving medical treatment. Akshata, a 12th standard commerce student studying in Pilar, was on her way to school with Sanjana when the accident occurred. The fateful collision on the old bridge took a tragic turn, resulting in direct impact that threw Sanjana off her two-wheeler, leading her to severe head injuries that proved fatal. The collision also left Akshata, who was seated behind Sanjana, with injuries. Motorcycle rider Omkar Aroskar, a class 12th art student from the same school, sustained injuries while travelling from Pilar to Shirda to pick up a friend. Both Akshata and Omkar are currently undergoing medical treatment at GMC. In response to the incident, the Agasai police swiftly arrived at the accident site, conducting necessary procedures and documenting the details. Further investigation is on. It's a Herald TV Bureau report.
And in some sports news, Parish Youth of Nube and St. Anthony's Sports Club of Asolda shared 2-2 goals in the GFA Second Division League match played at Don Bosco Ground, Fatorda.
It was Neville Dyes, then Chesley Rodriguez scored for PY Nube, while Victorino Fernandez and Joseph Fernandez netted for St. Anthony's SC Asolda. In another match played at Rosary Ground, Navedim Girdorim defeated Carmel's SC by 2-0 goals. Lauren Fernandez and Mario Fernandez scored a goal each for Girdori SC.
Hello.
It's Inacio Norona for Herald TV.
In a bid to celebrate and promote local musical talent, Swadik Sangeet Sanstha in Perne is set to organize a 2-day Sangeet Sammelan on December 16th and 17th. The announcement was made during a press conference by Mr. Deepak Devasthali, the president of the organization.
Swadik Sangeet Sammelan will be held in Perne for 2 days on the 16th and the 17th of December. Take a look.
जो कार्यक्रमाचा आढावा आहे आणि त्याचा हेतू आहे मी तो थोडक्यात कथन करेन. 2015 मध्ये संवादित संगीत संस्थेची स्थापना झाली, ज्यामध्ये 33 लोक हे विविध गुरूंकडे जी काही आपली कला त्यांनी मिळवलेली होती, त्या कलाकारांनी आपली कला प्रस्तुत करणं, रियाज करणं किंवा काही गोष्टी होत्या त्या आपल्यापुरत्या मर्यादित होत्या, पण पेडण्यातील या विविध कलाकारांना एकत्रित आणण्याचं काम संवादित संगीत संस्थेने केले. कलेचं आदानप्रदान किंवा देवाणघेवाण या संस्थेतून व्हावी असा एक त्याचा हेतू होता. या संस्थेने जवळजवळ 27 त्रैमासिक संगीत सभा गोव्यामध्ये, महाराष्ट्रामध्ये विनामूल्य एकही रुपये न घेता, कोणताही मोबदला न घेता विविध ठिकाणी प्रस्तुत केलेले आहे. गेल्या 8 संगीत संमेलनामध्ये लोकांची किंवा जनसमुदायाची उपस्थिती खरोखरच पाहण्याजोगी होती. कारण काही संमेलनामध्ये आज असं बघतो आपण की 100हून सुद्धा कधी कधी रसिक प्रेक्षक आपल्याला मिळत नाही, पण दारगड पेडणे येथे ती संमेलनं जी 8 झाली त्यामध्ये किमान 200 ते 250 लोक हे तिथे ही कला काय आहे त्याचा अनुभव घेण्यासाठी तिथे होती. 9व्या संगीत संमेलनाचा जो आराखडा आहे किंवा आपली जी पत्रिका आहे ती आपण ठेवतो. संवादी संगीत संस्था धारगळ पेडणे गोवा 9वे संगीत संमेलन स्थळ श्री धारेश्वर देवस्थान प्रांगण गाववाडा धारगळ पेडणे गोवा दिनांक 16 डिसेंबर व 17 डिसेंबर 2023. या संवादी संगीत संस्थेच्या 9व्या संगीत संमेलनाच्या उद्घाटन समयी कला व सांस्कृतिक मंत्री गोवा राज्य श्रीमान गोविंद गावरे हे उपस्थित असतील. या संमेलनाचं उद्घाटन गोवा कॉलेज ऑफ म्युझिकचे माजी प्राचार्य गुरुवारी पंडित सुधाकर करंदीकर उद्घाटक म्हणून आम्हाला या संमेलनाला लाभलेले आहेत. आपल्या पेडणे मतदारसंघाचे आमदार श्रीमान प्रवीण आर्लेकर हे उपस्थित असतील. जिल्हा पंचायत सदस्य धारगळचे श्री मनोहर धारगळकर, धारगळ पंचायतचे सरपंच श्रीमान अर्जुन कानोळकर, पंच सदस्य धारगळ पंचायतचे श्री प्रदीप नाईक आणि धारेश्वर माऊली देवस्थानचे अध्यक्ष श्रीमान प्रकाश देसाई हे उद्घाटन समयी.
It's Maqbul for Herald TV.
That's all we have in today's news bulletin. Thanks for watching Herald TV News. For more news and alerts, please follow us on Heraldo on Facebook and Twitter. Take care and goodbye.